Hello, welcome to the Everton News Daily. The 777 takeover of Everton is still making stories. Over the weekend, again, we saw David Ornstein talking about their takeover of Everton and what he thinks it means for the football club. And the Echo of today done a 6-page special on the takeover. Tremendous headline on the front. Joe Thomas has done an excellent job. Chris Beasley has done stuff on it as well. So lots of information there if you want to check that out. But within the piece, there's some really interesting points. They talk to people regarding Paris, where 777 are involved, but particularly people who cover Genoa in Italy and Hertha Berlin in Germany, with two different sides to the coin. Hertha Berlin, who they took over 777, got involved in March, haven't been delighted with the takeover, but mainly because when the when 777 got involved in the football club, their financial commitment was to sort the club out as opposed to just putting money in to the playing squad. And obviously fans were all the same. We want to see investment coming into the team to buy better players. What 777 did was try to sort out the structure of the club and put it on a more financial footing. Now, different people might turn around and look at that and say, well, that's actually a positive thing. The playing squad, you can develop and you buy different players at different times. But if you haven't got the club sorted, then what difference does the playing side mean if your club goes? So that's what they've tried to sort out, and I think they've got a handle on that. There's also, of course, the 50+1 rule in Germany, which means that even though 777 owns something like high 70% of shares, they haven't got full influence over the football club. So they're limited in what they could do. But from what I'm reading, the information there, it does seem to be the frustration is more around the fact that they haven't put money into the playing side of that. And obviously they only took over in March, so it is very early in that. The flip side of that is Genoa, who seem very, very happy with 777's takeover. It's real positive stuff coming out of that. The journalist who covers Genoa for the Corriere dello Sport was talking about 777 healing the club. They were relegated when they took over, didn't have much time. They were relegated and they made a promise of 1 year in Serie B while they sorted the club out. And they've done that. They got them back up. They've made changes within the managerial side of that and increased season ticket holders and revenue, and they are back in Serie A and have started the season quite well. So they're really, really, really positive about 777 and their takeover of that. So it is a difficult one. I think what Evertonians, what we all hope for is more information, more of these positive stories, that because obviously we've seen lots of negative stories. You can talk about hit pieces, whatever. There's a lot of information out there, and I think for us we need something to buy into. We need something to follow. We want to know that we're not going down another blind alley, if you like, with owners that haven't got our best interests at heart. We want owners to take over who want to make Everton, put Everton fighting towards the top end of the table and being able to challenge for Europe and stuff like that. We don't just want to take over for takeover's sake. And the Echo headline says, basically, make the right decision this time, kind of thing. We can't get it wrong this time, I think it is. And that's what we're all thinking as Evertonians. So check that out if you haven't had the chance, and might give you a bit more of an informed view on the whole thing. Everton under-21s are in action tonight. They are playing Burton Albion in the EFL Trophy. That kicks off now, or kicks off at 7 o'clock. Depends what time you're watching this. It is available on YouTube, or if you're a season ticket holder or a member. And Everton are also in action, the 21s, again later this week. They play Arsenal at Hague Avenue on Friday. That's a 7 o'clock kickoff as well. And again, you can see that on YouTube, and also if you're a season ticket holder, whatever. So you'll be able to check out both of those games this week. See how the younger players are doing. Former Everton goalkeeper Neville Southall, going back to the takeover, says he cannot believe there aren't a queue of people waiting to take over Everton Football Club. He said it's one of two things. Either they can't see what he can, or Everton are awful at marketing themselves. You make your decision on which one that is. But he says he thinks the club's got huge potential. There's a new stadium on the way. Fantastic history, tremendous fan base, and Nev thinks that the right person getting hold of it with good investments, the club could quite easily become a Champions League club, and all of that. But he thinks he's very, very surprised there aren't more than 777 queuing up to take Everton Football Club. So it is when you look at people trying to buy like some man, no Manchester United are a massive football club, but it's a Premier League football club that's up for sale, and a lot of people seem to want to get their hands on it. So it is. I'm a bit surprised there aren't more in the offing for Farhad Moshiri, but there is definitely one, and that is 777 at the moment. And finally, former Everton striker and assistant manager Duncan Ferguson has been named as the new manager of Inverness Caledonian Thistle, a Scottish club who currently lie bottom of the Championship in Scotland. Said he was the standout candidate. The former Forest Green Rovers manager has signed a 3-year deal at the Caledonian Stadium. They are currently bottom of the Championship with 1 point from 6 games. So good luck to Duncan there. Hopefully that will go well and he'll do well at the club. That is it for the News Daily. Give the video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and if you want to become a Toffee TV Premier member, the link is in the description. The QR code will be on the screen now. See you later.